I just blew the mood. One of the questions that comes up is, what does Good Friday, what does the crucifixion mean from Gnostics? And many ways, for some of the early Christians, early Gnostics, the rite of the crucifixion was seen also as a personal drama, part of an experience that we could go through in many ways individually, metaphorically, to aid in our own redemption. So some of the evidence for this is early on in the Odes of Solomon. We see this ode right here. Yeah, I stretch out my hands and sanctify the Lord, for the extension of my hands is his sign, and the expansion is the right of tree. So this recognizes that in many ways we're all the tree and the cross. So, and this is borne out too in esoteric literature of like the Adam Kadmon, of primordial mankind, womankind, being extending through the spheres and through the heavens. And there's also this metaphor of the tree and the cross comes out in the overlapping of the Jewish Kabbalistic as well as the Christian Kabbalah, where we have the tree of life and man on the tree of life, also symbolically represented as in the cross. So today, I want to do a small meditation based on the book of Hierotheus. The book of Hierotheus is thought to have been written somewhere in the 5th to 6th century by a mystical Gnostic group in Syria. Possibly even some have attributed it to a mystic by the name of Stefan Bar Sudwali. And I'm going to do a shorter version of this. And I've recently found a PDF of this that I can send out to folks so you can go through it again. So if you want to close your eyes, or if looking at the image helps, go ahead. Center yourself now. And taking thought of how when the Christ was taken from the cross and laid out in the tomb, And imagine yourself quiet laying in the tomb with him. A cold slab. But of course, we know that we are more than just the body, and the spirit itself ascends. And as Christ on the cross had said to those with them, one with them, tonight you'll be with me in paradise. So do we too. So too does the spirit after death begin to ascend through the spheres. And as one ascends, slowly, the coils of the body are thrown off. First, there's separation in the earth plane of the body, and the astral spirit rises above it. And soon going higher, those cares that had been part of the day-to-day seem to be like long distance time, further and further back. And one drifts higher into the higher spheres. And as we journey upward, no longer bound by the body, no longer slave to emotions, and being one with mind, with true mind, going to that of the eternal good. And in the words of some Gnostics, this true mind being one with what we may call the soul. So as the mind travels upwards, it comes to a cross which is termed the area of distinction. And this is a boundary separating the world, our normal world, from the upper world. And at one point, it's a piece of rest and quiet and support. But it's also a place where we reflect on those parts of our lives. So I ask you now to reflect on your life, reflect on issues, maybe something recent, maybe something past, but something where the memory is a bit difficult, the memory is a bit hard. And when you find that memory, don't shun it. Don't cast it away, but hold on to it. And take that suffering, take that idea, and allow yourself to feel that suffering of it. And this suffering is a passion. It's a passion, it's a crucifixion. And look around and also remember being up in this heavenly sphere. There is an angel nearby, an angel and guide who is helping you, who recognizes that this is a problem. This is a pain that can be resolved. Now with that angel, allow yourself to look down. Look down at the current problem. Look down at what's causing the pain. And see it as part of a tree. The pain, the suffering are part of a branch reaching out. And it has its root elsewhere. And with your angel, walk into this tree. And with the angel, allow yourself to descend down into the roots of this tree, down deep. And you find yourself descending out of the heavenly realm and back into the earth. And then back deeper into the earth, deeper below the earth, where the elements of unconscious run free, where the elements of pain are. And with your angel, confront and look at where the source problems lie. Then look at the memory. Your angel is there to help you. An angel is there to protect you. Now your angel guide is there to show you that you no longer have to be under the power of this pain. You no longer have to be working from the pain of the memory. It may be there, but pain itself, suffering itself, is what you can't control. And the angel, with its power, temporarily subdues the pain and suffering around you. It vanquishes it out. And allow the angel to clear out the pain or to desensitize the suffering that you may feel. And it may happen. Maybe it happens with the sound of a horn. Maybe it needs to happen in a physical level with a whirlwind. Or maybe it's a storm or a soft rain that magically comes down and washes the pain. Removes the sting of the suffering. And so the angel, with the help of the angel, vanquishes this undercurrent that was keeping you attached. Now the angel now embraces you. He wraps his arm around you and reminds you that your home is high above and back with the eternal good. So wrapped in the arms of the angel, begin to ascend back up. Up and up and up, leaving all the heaviness behind you. Up and up, and all those things that would weight you down, all those cares disappear as the angel takes you up higher, higher back into the area of distinction, high above even our current plane here, and into the heavenly realm. And there on high, you're prepared for the spiritual baptism. And gentle mist falls on you, washing away and cleaning anything that would hold you back. And with the sprinkling water, you remember the power of the divine. You remember that you are one of the holy priesthood, worthy of union with the archgood, worthy of union with the eternal. And in this ascent, you remember too that mind is not just the mind. Mind is no longer mine, but mind is also the Son. The Son of God who had been crucified below is also the eternal mind. And there's this union that conquers death and fear and pain. And high in the eternal realms, the indwelling Christ energy within and without swirls around you, swirls around you, in the completement of love and union. And you feel yourself as the eternal home of the good, where you truly belong. And the angel now, who was your guide before, hands to you the mystic sword. Mystic sword that cuts through illusion. Mystic sword that conquers all. And taking you by the hand again, you descend. You descend back into the current life, but also go down further. And together you ascend now back to where the previous pain was, into the unconscious and into those realms of Shiloh. But no longer is there fear. No longer is there worry. For now with the sword, this is a sword of strength and joy and knowing and the complete promise of success. So at the root of now, you look around for those who are wandering, and you come to redeem them. You see the tree of evil, and with your mystic sword, you hack at any trees of evil and deception, and they fall. And all those aspects of your life that are down there are memories of those. They are reclothed. They're with the brightness that you have to offer them. And you gather up those things. You gather those people and those aspects with you. And again, ascend up as Redeemer. Seen anew, packaged anew, refreshed the oneness. So from below, we ascend up again into the realm of the goodness, into the realm of safety and joy, where we are one with goodness of all things, one with the Redeemer, where our mind blends in with that of the good and with that of the pure and that of the primordial all, primordial arch good. And this is a true home. And what is offered here in this realm is not union, but absorption. Absorption and blending into the one. This is a teaching of Hierotheus. And this is the teaching of working with becoming one with the crucifixion, to allow those things that no longer serve us, that artificially bind us, or that give us pain, of how they can be redeemed, of how we have the power to ascend, to become empowered and get the help of our heavenly angels and go back down to the tree at the root of evil, and vanquish that below. And then to ascend and then descend again to redeem and to lift up that of the past. And this may be a process. This is a step that may take many journeys, many cycles, because the work that is done may have been done over lifetimes. And this is a road to perfection that can be perfected, and work can be redeemed in this life to aid us on our path to gnosis and to aid us on our path back to the good and the oneness of all. So that was lesson for today. And as we've been doing, let's just sign off here without discussion. And I'll distribute this so we can have a chance to look at this after and later. I'd like to thank you all for coming here. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Pamela. That was very good. I feel so tired. I could have another good sleep now. So relaxed.
Okay, thank you. All right.